Welcome. welcome, YouTube. This is your girl, Queen's Eye, coming at you today real quick to do a live. These lives are a lot easier to get done than recording videos, so I think I'm just going to do it like this. If you can come in when I'm doing a live, good. If not, so be it. I just want to talk to you guys real quick about becoming, your greatest self. You're going to have to make some sacrifices. And what I'm learning about on my journey to being my greatest self, one of the things that I'm running into is a lot of resistance from people. I've outgrew a lot of the people that I had intimate relationships with, from childhood to early adulthood. Even family members, I don't deal with these people. Because they're so negative and toxic. But now I'm moving forward in the world, and when I make acquaintances with people, I'm learning to let people know, like, I'm on this, spiritual journey, that I'm trying to be the best version of me that I can be, the most authentic me that I can be. And on this journey, people say, "Oh yeah, me too, me too." And then when we get on the journey, it's like people not really authentic to the journey. It's like they say they want to be on this journey, but then it's like they have problems, and you see clearly the problem is they just need to fix their thinking. They're viewing it from the wrong perspective, but yet and still you can't get these people to see it. It's very hard. And so what I'm learning is, even in those situations, even though they may be on a journey to find themselves, you still may have to detach from them. I love everybody, but if you're not, bettering yourself, or if we still having the same type of conversations, I'm learning I have to cut these people off. If your support for me, it doesn't match my support for you, I have to move on. I don't want to sit here and listen to 45 minutes of your problems. That's not fair to me. It is what it is. So, I'm learning to just cut certain people off and let it be done. And it sucks. I feel alone, but at the end of the day, it's only room for one person at the top of that pyramid. There's only room for one stone up there, and that has to be me. So fuck everybody else. They don't like it, then come see me. You feel what I'm saying? So on your greatness, don't be afraid to cut certain people off. Know that job that you on, when you realize that you want to be your truest, authentic self, that job you on is not going to last long. I could tell you many stories. Every time I start to level up spiritually, I find myself without a job. So what I've learned to do, don't even go to people's jobs no more. Fuck it. Fuck them. Figure out a way. It is what it is. Um, don't be afraid to lose things. I was just telling somebody, that song, spin a check and get it right back. If you don't believe in yourself enough to do what it is you need to do, sacrifice it, risk it, and be able to get it back, or get something back that's even better, why the fuck are you even trying? But I know that if you are on my channel, you already done passed the marker that you're gonna be great. So it's just a matter of you understanding and being okay with it. May be a lonely journey. It may just be you. You know what I'm saying? But take that journey, because your journey today can inspire somebody tomorrow. You know what I mean? And hopefully that's what you're doing, when you're making the decisions that you're making, and you're affecting the people that, that are around you, that are inspired by you. Hopefully you're affecting them in a positive way to make their life better. But the less we complain, the more this spiritual journey would go faster. The more grateful we are, the faster we'll get to where we're going. But some of us are still so physically caught up in the world. If you are a person that, you have to go to your job, I'm not telling you to quit your job. Keep going to your job. But in the in-between time, Meditate on ways that you can become financially independent without that job, because it's going to come a point in time where on your spiritual journey, you're going to realize that you need to, anytime you need to stop and do something spiritual, you don't need the restrictions of the world around you. You don't need those pressures. You don't need that job pressure. If you work at night and you got to do full moon rituals at night, it's just not going to happen. You're just going to have to, eventually you'll get to the point where you become so spiritual that is your job, and that's what takes care of you. That's how you pay your bills. And that's the reason why you have to learn how to manifest, because if you don't, you're going to be up shit's creek. What good is a spiritual leader that's outside and homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dumb. I mean, it's a lot of great homeless philosophers, don't get me wrong, but when you hear them, your ideology is like, something has to be wrong with this person some other kind of way, because there is no way in hell this person is this smart yet they're homeless, because they didn't understand the concept of manifesting. And they thought that because I'm so intelligent or I have these skills that people will continue to give me things. And that's not the way it works. And that's why they're on their ass, still asking for handouts constantly. All day, that is their job. They want handouts. It is what it is. So we don't want to be those people. We don't want to turn into those people. So what we want to do is manifest our realities. And so how do we manifest our realities? We got to know, we got to keep toxic people out of our, situations. We got to, keep negative people, cut off relationships that no longer serve us, be okay with, I'm not so much better than you, but I'm elevated higher in knowledge than you. And it is a degree. If it wasn't different levels to this shit, it wouldn't be a poor class, a middle class, and a high class, or a rich class, or upper class, or the 1%ers. Everything in life is classified. So let them have their shit, and then you live in your protected bubble and you manifest your reality. Because the great people that we are, once we get to that reality, unlike these celebrities and things like that, once we get to that reality, we will have no problem with, helping somebody out that needs help. But we got to help ourselves first, and not in a selfish, stingy way. You're helping yourself by getting your mind right. You're not just sitting at the table just eating all your cookies by yourself. You're learning how to make the cookies. You're getting all the ingredients together. You're doing all of this to put the cookies together to bake them. And then when they bake and you got some product, you're going to go out there and share it, not only with the world, but your loved ones. I know this. You know this. So you ain't got to convince nobody you being selfish by taking time for yourself. Sacrifice people to say that's selfish. Sacrifice them people. And what I mean by walk away from them, cut ties with them. They're weights. It's like you got this book bag that you're carrying around. It's invisible. And it's full of all the tools you need in life. But when you take on what people think of you, what they say you can do, what they say you can't do, you're taking on more and put more in this book bag, weighing you down, making it harder for you to even access the tools, because you got to dig through all of their bullshit that they done put on you just to even get to the bottom of the bag, to get to the tools that was in there from the beginning. And I'm trying to teach you guys how to weed that out. Cut them type of people off. When people start talking negative, speak against it. Don't allow it to come in. Nah, that's not going to be my reality. You feel what I'm saying? People be like, when people want to borrow money and you don't really have the money to loan them, but if you had it, you would give it to them. So you feel bad with just telling them no. So then you're like, let me give them an excuse. I don't have it. Click. Or this is not a good time for me. You don't have to go in. I'm never going to tell somebody again. I'm not going to tell somebody again. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. The fuck I look like? Why am I speaking? Why am I wishing that kind of ill nonsense on my own life? You feel what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where you have to know that all of these things are connected. The people, your thought process, what you allow people to let you take on, all of that stuff affects your reality. And I'm learning this. It's not nothing that I knew, 35 years ago. If I knew what I knew today, even 10 years ago, we would not even be having this kind of conversation. I would be having a totally different kind of conversation with you in a totally different kind of reality, But I'm learning these things as I'm going along. And the best way for me to, help the next person is to let them know what I'm learning. Look, family and friends really ain't shit. They're really obstacles for you. They're baggage. They're weights. Not saying that you don't love these people and that you can't love these people, but you got to learn how to let people go. I don't have a relationship with my mother. That don't mean I'm a bad person or that I disrespect every other mother. I love mothers. I'm a mother. I'm a great mother. I don't have a relationship with my mom because she chooses that. And I just choose not to take on that baggage anymore. I don't have to. I'm the child. I don't have to. Like, I didn't ask to be here. I didn't. You brought me in this world. So you should take the responsibility. But I'm open if you ever want to take the responsibility. I'm open to having dialogue with you. But you got to come at me like you really want it, like you really want this shit to work. Otherwise, keep the fake shit. Man, my mom had me on call block so long, I don't even try to call her no more. I don't. It's like, whatever, dude. Live your life. I'm living my best life. I hope you are too, ma'am. But I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? And all my relationships in my family not like that. But with her, she's a toxic person. So why would I continue to try knowing that's only weighing me down and holding me up from reaching my goal? That at the end of the day, whether I reach my goal or not, my mom's still going to feel the way she feels. So it's not about her. It's about me. And if she's not on my path, then I have to be comfortable enough in my skin to move forward. Yeah, it sucks, but hey, it could be worse. You know what I'm saying? It's real people out here that have horrendous parents. My mom is not horrendous, that type of toxic. But the little stuff that she does do, it does affect me in a negative way. That's the toxic part I don't need. That's what I don't need. My mom does not like take responsibility for the things that she does or the things that she lacked to do. That is a fact. If I'm a person who is telling you your reality is your responsibility, and then I'm telling you my mom doesn't like to take responsibility, that lets you know that's the biggest problem that I have, where we on two different pages. I can't even relate to a person who don't know how to take responsibility. They're gonna always accuse me of being mean, cruel, harsh, not understanding. You so perfect, all of this bullshit, and it's not really true. Oh, you so smart, you stupid, you ain't got no sense. All the shit that people do to distract you and make you feel like you're not on your shit. How can a person tell me I'm not on my shit and I done read thousands of books and I'm still reading books? Like, how do I not know? How many books you read? Like, what was the last book that you read? Was it a novel? You feel what I'm saying? Like, on some real shit. People are just they when you get to getting on the right path and you start really getting connected, people are going to say and do all kind of stuff to keep try to distract you, disconnect you. And that's why you got to be willing to sacrifice all that shit. Your job, all of a sudden you was working 40 hours a week. Now all of a sudden now you got to work 60 because you just decided you wanted to read the spiritual book, or go on a spiritual trip. You can't take your vacation time you done had, all kind of stuff. That's when knowing that the universe is getting ready to not only level you up, but take care of you, because now for trying to be more spiritual, now you got to worry about how to take care of yourself. How you going to provide for yourself? The universe is going to provide. It's just up to you to believe that, because you've done nothing wrong. Most of the time it be bullshit how they be coming at you. It be some stuff you like, that's the craziest thing. But it's a setup from the universe to get you independent. Because when you get to a certain point, he cut that codependency shit off. You ain't going to be codependent on no job. I am your provider. The universe is the provider, whether you believe he's a male or a female. Dogma trained us as a male, so I always refer to God as a male. I refer to the universe as a female. However, that's what people do when they want to fuck you up. But keep moving forward. But negate all the haters, pass by all that shit. That's what we praying, doing all of these, protection rituals for. So none of the stuff they doing should affect us anyway. It's just the fact that you see it. But you're in a protected bubble. So you see them throwing shit, but you should know that bubble, everything they throw, it might leave their hands. It say no weapon formed against me shall prosper. That don't mean that shit ain't gonna come at you, but it won't hit you. And that's the thing. So you got to remember that. Don't just shake that shit off. Keep walking in your bubble. They don't want to be protected. They want to be sacrificed. Let them. Then when you do get to your millions, when you do get to your big table and you sitting there eating, you're going to be sitting there eating with people that's real around you. You ain't got to worry about snakes because you done cut their ass out long before you even got here. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. People be worrying about, what people leave behind when they die. Bruh, I don't give a fuck about your legacy. I'm worrying about building my legacy and enjoying my life here now. Fuck all that. You feel me? Like, what you leaving ain't got nothing to do with it. I shouldn't be getting rich off your millions. I should be having ideas and things that I can do to create my own millions because we're creators. You got to work for your shit. But look, I'm about to go. I done been on here way too long. I was only supposed to be on here 10 minutes. I hope you guys got something from this. Peace, light, and love, family. Hopefully you guys will see me tomorrow, if not the day after.